Kia ora YouTube, tuning in for the first tour of 2025. Happy New Year. Hope you all had a lovely holiday season. And this time we are kicking off the touring season with a North American tour, United States and Canada, sharing the road and opening for the legendary Kerry King, guitarist of Slayer, of course. So this will be my first time in Canada. A few new places in the United States and a few places I've already been. So I'm looking forward to it through the winter. So hopefully I don't freeze. I'm not used to the colds like we will face in Canada. So I hope I've packed well. But we are already in Los Angeles right now. We have arrived and we're going to go out and get some dinner. And this is basically just to kick off the next few weeks of weekly vlogs to see what we get up to on this North American tour. So let's see what happens. We've just arrived in Los Angeles and we're trying to decide where to go for dinner. I was thinking Burger King, to be honest.
BK, Carl's Jr.
I don't know, one of those.
Oh, yes.
Good morning, everybody. Day 2, here we are, up and at 'em. Day off today, pre-production tomorrow. And there is a gym across the road. One thing that I'm trying to do during this tour is get better at staying in some sort of level of fitness outside of just performing on show, because normally I like to go to the gym in my own time, and when I go on tour I don't do it at all. So my sort of New Year's resolution for touring is to try and at least maintain a once a week at some form of gym throughout the tour. So we'll see how it goes. We'll see how long that lasts in reality. But first week 1 is easy because there's one right across the road. So let's give it a try. Very quick workout session complete. First one. It was only half an hour because the staffed hours at that gym were only from 10 o'clock. At 10:30, I had to be back to pack up the gear to take it to the pre-production studio. So in and out, but we got it done. So I can at least say I've done it once on this tour. We'll see how many other times I manage to get it done. Once a week, that's the goal. Right, back at the hotel. And if you haven't heard me say it enough, it's like it's my only personality trait. My girlfriend lives in Los Angeles. So I'm going to spend the rest of the day with her. Why not? We got one day to hang out before I disappear. So I'm going to make it happen. And then that'll probably be all you hear from me for the rest of today. And then see you tomorrow for pre-production. Day 3, pre-production at Mates Studios, North Hollywood. Cold as shit, bro. And we're only in California. I think I'm literally gonna die in Canada, but the gear has arrived in hugely oversized truck. A little different on the pedal board for this tour. So in Europe, the pedal board sits side of stage, and my tech Stain does it all for me. But this one, we don't have him, so we've got the old pedal board back out. Except this time, because we're the opening band and we normally get limited very space, I've actually put my whole Dark Class amp also on the pedal board. So this is the new chain. And then it's going to go out there to the guitar wireless unit and straight out the PA. I don't have any bass cab on stage for those that are curious. Here's our truck at the end of the day. Completely full. There she is, home sweet home for the next 6 weeks. After the end of pre-production, day 3, on our way to San Francisco. First show tomorrow, let's go. Good morning, San Francisco. We have arrived. Day 1, first show of the tour. Actually day 3 or 4 or whatever day it is, I've already lost track. And today is a busy day, very exciting day. Obviously we've got first show, but we have just released our first single off of our upcoming 3rd album. We have announced the 3rd album dropping on March 28th of 2024. So there's a lot of things going on, a lot of very exciting things going on. So, but I'm up, it's about 10 o'clock in the morning, and I am on the way to figure out what to do with, I've got 11, 12, 1, 2, I've got 5 hours free before I am needed to do all the setup, because I can't remember if I've already mentioned, but this tour's a little different. There's only 4 of us in our crew touring party, including us 3 band members. So we actually only have 1 crew member, Jürgen, our sound guy and tour manager. So we are doing a lot of our teching on this tour. So we have a little bit more work than we're used to doing. So It means it gives me a little less time during the day, but you know, where there's a will, there's a way, and we're gonna figure it out. I dropped a video on my social medias yesterday to ask the one place in San Francisco I need to see, and the overwhelming answer was to go to the Academy of Sciences general area. I guess there's like a botanical gardens and stuff there, so that's what I'm gonna try to do today. We'll see. Here we are, California Academy of Sciences. Let's see what it's all about. What a cool spot. And that wraps California Science Center and the surrounding areas. Did a little bit of a walk, went to some of the gardens and stuff, which is all very... I'm right in front of a little lake right now. And now, honestly, I was going to head back to the venue, but then I was like, I feel like I have to see the bridge, even if it's for 2 seconds. So I'm taking an Uber to the bridge. I'm going to see the bridge, and then I'll go back to the venue and get ready for the show. And there she is. Woohoo! I mean, I ain't gonna lie. It is a pretty spectacular bridge. In real life, it's actually way bigger than I thought. Also, bonus points for Alcatraz in the distance. If I had time, I probably would have gone on the ferry to check it out. But yeah, all right, mission accomplished. Good morning from Bend, Oregon, okay? First day off. So played San Francisco last night, great show, great way to kick off the tour. Nothing went wrong, which is always nice, particularly because we have a restricted crew this tour. And already got a day off. But starting tomorrow in Spokane, Washington, we have a 4-day straight run. So I'm going to enjoy this day off here in Bend. Beautiful weather, lovely and cool and crisp, but sunny, which is always great. And then what will happen, I think, there might not be too much show footage in this tour vlogging series because of our limited crew. We don't have anyone to do any of the filming for me while I'm performing, right? So it'll just be what I get up to during the day, I guess. And today I'm gonna get up to absolutely nothing. So see you tomorrow. Good morning, everybody, from Spokane, Washington. Here we are at the Riverfront Park. Whoo, starting to feel brisky, man. It's like -5 here today. For reference, where I live in New Zealand, very rarely gets to like 10 degrees Celsius. This is in Celsius. So we're a whole 15 degrees lesser than I'm used to on the average day. But it is nice, man. I'm not gonna lie. So we're actually playing about 15-20 minutes drive out of town by the airport around here, if you're familiar with the area, at the casino. There's a casino out there and a big hotel and I guess a venue. So the driver at the hotel was very generous enough to bring me into town so I could spend a few hours walking around. Really, there's only 2 things I wanted to do. Everyone said to come take a walk through Riverfront Park, so I thought I'd do that nice and early and make my way up because there is an Indigenous Eats is the name of the restaurant, which apparently is further up the river here somewhere. So I'm just gonna make my way up there and try to support some local indigenous. So let's do that, man. But whew, I like it. Look, I'm not opposed to the cold, man. I like it because I like walking around and doing stuff, but I don't like doing it in the heat. I'm fine wrapping up and then walking around, you know, but I hate walking around when it's hot and sweaty and I'm nearly naked and I'm still hot and sweaty. So let's get going. Let's see what we can see. I found it. Here we are, Indigenous Eats, Native American comfort food. We've got ourselves here ground bison, some fried bread with a bunch of goodies on that thing. Look at this, dude. Indigenous Eats was absolutely delicious. What an incredible recommendation. Shout out to the comment section on my Instagram video that recommended that place. Fun fact, Māori make fried bread, if you didn't know, and the only other place in the entire world that I have had fried bread that tastes like the way that we make it is in North America. with Native American fried bread. So I always think it's a cool sort of random way to connect two cultures together, even on opposite ends of the world. The things we don't get in New Zealand are squirrels. They're so cute, dude. Look at that. It's so peaceful here. He says with leaf blowers going on across the stream. With a hydroelectric action going. Giant wagon. Just finished the show in Spokane, Washington, and it's time for all fat feed. The aftermath.
I couldn't even finish it. Fat boy, no finish.
So my button fell off my pants. And you know, that's why you bring a sewing kit in your emergency first aid kit. Look at that. Let's get to work. Good as new. Nice. Good morning, everybody from Portland, Oregon. The end of week 1. It is currently Sunday. And yesterday, you didn't get much out of me because our bus malfunctioned overnight and we were 6 hours late to the venue. So by the time we got there, it was like all hands on deck. It was very hectic. However, it was a great show, the best show so far, both in the way we performed and the crowd was awesome, and the delay didn't actually affect us at all. We got everything done on time anyway, so it was great. So today, Portland, Oregon, going out for a quick little adventure before the last show of week 1. Let's see what we get up to. Made it onto the train, heading out to this park just outside of town. Hoyts Arboretum. I actually don't know how to say that word. Please help me. First, people said to go check out the Winter Gardens, so we're on the way to find the Winter Gardens. Then we're going to come back into town, and the other thing that people told me to check out was some big bookstore, Powell's bookstore, and that's right next to the venue, so that's easy. So that's the goal. Here we go. Time to adventure into the forest. Look at this. Absolutely beautiful day here in Portland, Oregon. Currently walking up the trail, trying to find the Winter Gardens. Now, trying to make the most of it because tonight we start heading into Canada, okay? And that's gonna get really cold, so I might be less inclined to be out and about, even on a good day, when it's negative 25 Celsius, aka Winnipeg. I'm looking at you. Whew! Man, it's hard to walk these trails in the cold. Breathing in all that cold air. Oh man, look at that. Beautiful. Man, this is something else. What a great way to kill the morning. Beautiful views, bit of exercise. I'd love to know how far I've walked. I feel like I've walked 1,000,000 miles, and also I'm not entirely sure where I'm going. Google Maps doesn't have all the trails on Google Maps, and I haven't really seen any hard maps, so I hope I don't get lost. All right, goodbye, Hoyts Arboretum. Beautiful start to the day. We've made it back, by the way. I didn't get lost. Back in the town now, check out the bookstore and go get something to eat. Here we are, Powell's Books, back in town, and the venue's just over there.
Dinner date with the Henry.
To wrap up week 1. Kerry King tour. Instagram. In the dark of the bus now, but that, everybody, is a wrap on week 1 of our tour with Kerry King. I don't know how interesting this vlog is going to be for you guys. Like I said, there's no performance footage on these vlogs because of the circumstances of our crew and all that, so really it's just you seeing what I'm getting up to as I go out and about. So maybe that's interesting, maybe it's not, we'll see. But this is going up. I'm in the bus to edit this video right now before we head to Canada tonight, so maybe this will be up by the time we're in Canada. Otherwise I'll be uploading it from the venue tomorrow. Hope you enjoyed. See you next week.